Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 35 of Minecraft Stoneblock. I am Mark, and I am over in our mining dimension, where I have set up a new farm. Last time we were messing around with mechanical users and essence seeds and crafters to try and up our EMC output. And I made a couple changes here. I went ahead and put Mark II energy condenser directly attached to our emerald farm, which is, 4 layers of, I think it's, what is that, 9x9 farms. So pretty big emerald farm, just to see how much we're really producing. And this has been running in this mode for, 10 or 15 minutes. And it's produced 87 million RF, or EMC. And if we look over here, I have gone ahead and I threw some dragon egg cruxes together, and they're under this fertilized earth, and I've made some dragon egg seeds, which took like 10 seconds as opposed to the usual 5 or 10 minutes, thanks to our essence rework in our AE2 system. And we have mechanical users above them that are just going to try and harvest these things as fast as they can. And all this is within range of a watch of time on a dark matter pedestal in the middle. And I have these wood blocks on the corners just to indicate the area affected by the dark matter pedestal watch of flowing time. And over here we have the same setup. I've changed the recipes out. We're making dragon eggs now from dragon egg essence, and we're still using the absorption hopper to pick everything up. It seems pretty efficient. And all this stuff is within range of our watch of flowing time. So when I click on that pedestal, everything will start cruising. And you can see it's just cranking out the essence for us. And that gets dumped in here, and it's making dragon eggs, which have 260 some thousand EMC. And the trash can just gets the excess fertilized essence that we can't really make use of. We probably could, but it's probably not worth it. So I also set up an energy condenser here, and this has been filling about half as long as this one for the emerald farm. And just by way of comparison, if you remember, over here we have, 90K? 96K, or 96 million. And if we look in here, we already have 200 plus million EMC. So this side is obviously a much more efficient system for producing EMC than that whole mess. This is vastly outstripping this when it comes to EMC production. So this was a good choice. It's still not super fast. I mean, it's still going to take, 20 minutes or something probably to make a single infinity catalyst at least. I mean, we're less than 1/12 of the way done with one. So it's still going to take quite a while to make one of those. So I have the option. I can probably increase the size of this farm to speed up production. Or I can find something else to do. And I have one little project in mind that I want to do to try as an alternate source of EMC. And I'm going to go away for a minute and take a look at how hard that's going to be to set up. Because I don't think it's going to be too difficult, given we have most of the pieces in place. So give me a minute to go take a look at this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, we are back, and as you can tell from all the mob dying noises, we are down beneath our mob farm. And it occurred to me that we have quite a few loot bags sitting here, and they're not really doing anything. So we should make use of these. And the best way to make use of these, I think, is probably run them all through loot bag openers and go ahead and dump them into a energy condenser. I don't know how much this is going to produce, but it's off right now. This one is sitting here, and this extract is round robin, so it will get some loot bags, but once this backfills, it will stop opening them and just, fill up with full bags, so it won't go anywhere until I turn on the output there. So let's go ahead and turn this on, and as I say, I don't really know how much this is going to produce. We're not extracting them all that fast, and this watch is off at the moment. I don't really think I need to turn it on, actually. It's producing a steady amount of output, and I did throw a trash can here just to catch anything that doesn't have EMC. And we're opening common loot bags because that gives us, it's the lowest loot bag cost, and it's going to produce the most amount of items. So I think that's our best option as far as generating EMC. And it's not doing terribly. I don't know that the Watch of Flowing Time is going to do anything to speed this up. Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's faster. I suspect that this is going to quickly drain our loot bag storage. I don't know how Watch of Flowing Time would affect mob grinding or mob farms. I suspect it probably wouldn't. Well, I'm going to leave that run for a while. Yeah, we are draining this fairly quickly, so we will run out of loot bags eventually, which I don't really care about at this point. We don't have anything that we need from loot bags anymore. So these are just idle resources that we can now take care of. I do have all our mob farms up and running, so they're all... Oops, let me turn off... F3B shows hitboxes. I was just trying to figure out where I wanted to place that dark matter pedestal. Because I don't really want it to affect anything upstairs. I don't think. So I'm going to leave this run and see what we get. And as usual, we have our energy condenser is making an infinity catalyst. Possibly I should set these remote ones to making something slightly smaller just so we can actually pull the items out occasionally. But it's passive EMC. That's not really fast enough to worry about, I don't think. So I'll just let it run as it is. It took me about, 10 minutes to set this up, and it's going to give us a little EMC, but not that much. Unless I make a really gigantic mob farm, which is always an option. So let me go take a look at our Dragon Egg and Emerald farms again, just to see how they're doing. As I said, they've been running about 10 minutes, so that should give us a good idea of how they're going to perform over a longer term. And yeah, we're just past a quarter of a infinity catalyst here, and we're barely scratching an infinity catalyst here. So clearly this kind of setup is the way to go. That's only 8 plants. I can easily expand that another 2 rings actually. I think this will pick up everything within that area. Yeah. So we could actually expand this quite a bit to a much larger farm that's going to increase our output even more. And I don't have growth crystals or anything under there either, so we could probably, further enhance output. And I may do some tests to see if growth crystals actually affect the essence production with the mechanical users running like that with a Watch of Flowing Time. I could also put down more watches because that does seem to increase output. In fact, I think I have an extra watch sitting in my inventory, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me just stick this. I am just going to stick this right here. Why did you connect to that? It's really odd that Ender.io tried to connect to that. So let me get rid of that. And that should speed up production even more. Yeah, we're cranking through eggs pretty quickly now. So, I could go through and put a ton of watches down around that, but I don't really want to kill my game with so many essences. You can see that absorption hopper is something's not really keeping up. Huh. Wow, you really can't keep up with that? Do I not have speed upgrades in this? Let me see if I have speed upgrades in this. I thought I put 15 in. You're not backlogged. Wow, it really is the Ender IO conduit that just can't keep up. That is disappointing. I was expecting better performance from that. Maybe I should use some translocators, because that is going to become a problem. Let's go ahead and let it catch up. If it can. Maybe. Maybe not. I can always do that. Wow, that got really far behind. This is having no problem keeping up. It is running on fast mode, though. Even on slow mode, it just doesn't have a problem keeping up. All right, we're caught up. I'm going to leave that running on a single watch and figure out a better way to extract stuff out of this. Maybe translocators are the way to go. Let me poke around for a minute. All right, I have made some item translocators, and these basically do a rapid transfer between devices or interfaces. Sort of like localized pipes. The difficulty is they can only transfer between blocks that are one block apart. So I can put one here, and I can put one here. And if I set that to, I think if I need an empty hand, if I right click on that, yeah, it's going to start transferring items out, and then I think, yeah, I can filter what goes in here. So let me grab a dragon's egg essence, and you can click on the center and you can click on this outside edge. And I think what I want to do is click on this outside edge and then put a dragon's egg in there. And then if we click glowstone on here, not sure if this goes on the input or the output. I think that means it's going to transfer a full stack at a time. So let me see. I check the filter. Yeah, it'll accept a full stack at a time, which is what we want. So I think, do I need to filter here? Maybe I should filter there instead. I'm not sure how to get rid of, there we go. Let's do that and then do a stack at a time. So that should be exporting a stack at a time of essence into this. And then if we do the same thing over here, remember these can only do one item at a time. So, whoops. I need to put you on top. So I insert that, and I need to find one of those fertilized essence, which I don't think I have. That. So what I need to do is, you're just going to extract that, and We can go ahead and set you to do up to a stack at a time. I don't think it really matters because we just don't get this much fertilized essence. So those should be running fast enough to keep up with any sort of watch processing. So let's go ahead and turn this on and make sure this actually is working. Yeah, you can see we're getting essences here, and over here something's coming out, and I'm confident that we're getting the right stuff here. Or are we? Maybe we're not. Why are you not removing? You don't have a filter on you. That's not working. I wonder why that doesn't work. The other one works fine. So this is working, but we're not getting rid of our essences. Can we not do... direction is that? That is north. No? You're not getting rid of items? I thought maybe it was just confused, but apparently it doesn't. Maybe the absorption hopper can't pick up on multiple sides. Let's go ahead and break these. I'll leave that there. Experimentation. Let's do this. We'll put this filter back in, and this filter is our fertilized essence. And extract always active. Insert. Are you working? Okay, that is working. So, it's strange that translocator wouldn't do it. I don't know what's going on there. I'll go ahead and just stick some upgrade filters in there. That'll get rid of all of our fertilized essences. So now let's see if all this can keep up with 2 watches. Yep, we are keeping up there. We are keeping up here. We might actually have to upgrade this interface. We have 4 in there. Let's go ahead and add a few more. Let's do 11 more. May as well. Full upgrades everywhere. That's cranking along fairly nicely, and we have no backlog flowing here. So I think that is going to be our solution. And I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put one more ring around this whole thing, I think. And I believe, let's see. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. I can put a couple more watches along here if I want to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this watch won't reach a row of crops here, I don't believe. Let's find out. Yeah, see, this watch will not reach. If I expand this another cycle, this one will only get 1 watch, but that's okay. I can put more watches around the outside. So I think that is the plan for increasing our EMC production. And I want to go back to our base and check on a couple things in production. So I'll be right back. What I wanted to take a look at was how our Imperium was doing. And our Imperium is doing fine. We are down to 12 Imperium Essence in our drawer, and those are getting sucked out, and there's no real reason for that anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and shut down this quick and dirty system that I had in place here. I'm just going to actually do that, and I'm going to leave all this in place because I may need to do something similar in the future. I wanted to take a look at this. We do have octuple compressed cobblestone 1. So that has a pretty high EMC value, but it's really slow, so it's not worth doing. I'm guessing I could yeah, you know, I don't have a watch on me anymore. Let me go grab a watch and a pedestal, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put a watch here. I haven't turned it on yet, and the reason I put it in the floor is because the watch and pedestal don't work down. They only work up, or parallel and up. So all these cobble gens are in the floor, so I had to put that down there too. And I don't know if I mentioned why all those cobble gens are down there. Basically, if you put a cobble gen on a compacting drawer, the transfer speed seems much lower than if you actually put an Ender IO conduit in there and do some speed upgrades in it. I did some tests with it, and this is the faster method, so I just rearranged it quite a few episodes actually, and I probably mentioned it. So if we look at our double compressed cobblestone, we're getting a few in bursts every few seconds. I just want to see if this is going to significantly alter that. That seems faster. Maybe. All right, those compressed cobblestone is ticking over at a pretty steady rate there. So let's just turn this off. I don't think that's any different. So not worth worrying about. The other thing I wanted to look at was a farm that we have running. Where is that farm? I think it's over here. Oops, one more. And I think the problem we'll have here is the fact that if I put that there and put the watch on top, this is going to be horribly loud. Well, that is working. The extract isn't keeping up though. So, and that is fully, I suspect it's because it's out of the range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just out of range. So let me do that. If I break that, let me just put it here. Can you keep up now? Boy, Ender IO conduits just cannot keep up with this stuff. That's disappointing. Okay, well that's not going to work. I mean, that can work, but I'll probably have to do something like a direct connect from the harvester to another energy condenser. That will work. So I may do that. The reason for that is sugarcane condenses quite well and has a really high EMC value. Like if we look at the triple, and that's already a 23k EMC, so it has a fairly high EMC value. So we can, it's relatively easy to compress. So maybe I'll look at doing that, and I'll do some more research and find another cool project to give us even more EMC for next time. And I think next time will also be our trip back to the end to kill the Chaos Guardian. Hopefully we kill them and they don't kill us. I think we'll be fine, but I've never done it before, so we'll see. Until then, thanks for watching the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting like and subscribing. Hit the notification bell to find out when new videos go out, and have a great day. Talk to you later.